Are you by this statement
Edna,
endorsing the coup in Niger?
No, I'm saying, sir, if you know what is happening there, you will not condemn them in their circumstances. Enti Ecowas for APC stop kua. Enya intervention. Omo yeno. Womo bohu. They are going to try to take action to protect themselves.
Hello, my great and wonderful people. How on a day today? I hope all of you are doing well. Today we get some videos and messages for our table. When we say one quickly the review to you concerning the things when we say it happen right now for inside this country, Nigeria. Yes, not be only Nigerians they speak out concerning the issue of this Niger and Ecowas. A lot of African political analysts, not the come outside, yes, they speak out, they join their mouths to rebuke Ecowas and their own political heads concerning the decision when we say that they try to take against Niger as a nation and also her own citizens. All right, before we come back to give you the full comprehensive of that very video, and we equally get other messages when we say we'll review to you one after the other. And before then, I beg help us to like this video, because the more this video get likes, the more YouTube they recommend down to people. Now their own policy now be that very one. Thank you so much for your support. Now, I'll first of all take you down to this very message you will be saying they received this morning. Now, message you will be saying they receive from the former vice chairman of Northwest of the All Progressive Congress APC, where in name now Dr. Salihu Lukman, where he be say it take cry come outside concerning the way when he be say his own party they lead this nation Nigeria. And the title of this one thought say, living conditions of Nigerians, they get worse on daily basis under Amebola Tinibu. This one, I don't want to be say, the party chieftain, when it be say in name now, Dr. Salihu Lukman, when it be the former vice national chairman of APC, take crack on my side. All right, may we do small reading from inside this one. As we talked earlier, it get the reason why basically we carry this message come before we bring you that very video. And still on top of the matter, the comic understand say a former national vice chairman of the Northwest of the All Progressive Congress APC, when in name now Dr. Salihu Lukman, don't crack come outside officially concerning the living conditions of Nigerians as they go worse, while it be say poverty they increase beyond any rational expectations under President Amebola Tinibu, even as we speak right now. And still on top of the matter, the make us understand say, Lukman, when it be the former vice chairman of APC, on Monday come aside to release a letter when it be say entitled disturbing signals, an open letter to President Asiwaju Amebola Tinibu as he described most of the decisions when he be say Amebola Tinibu don't take since when he be say he take over the seat of the president of this very country, Nigeria, saying a very disturbing one. And he also go ahead to announce the way when they say that they manage the policy initiative, especially the one when they say in regards to the issue of the exchange rates. And still on top of the matter, the comic us understand say Lukman, he say make we take notes, say some of us be expect say the decisions when it be say if they around the exchange rates will be an integral part of the broader economic policy of the government. Now, it don't appear to be say now something when it be say they set aside as they make their own decision to take the float of the naira without any clear economic policy. All right, my great and wonderful people. Now, only this one we take from this very news because of time. As we talked earlier, the reason why we even read to this very extent make you understand who they talk and where if or they talk from. Now, the reason why we really bring this news come now to address the issue when it say it day for grant today. It be like say Amebola Tinibu for the few time when it say he gets, he not realize say he own primary assignment in as much as he remain for that seat na the betterment of Nigerians, not be Niger, when it be say all of them they take, they put for their head right now. Because I don't say this issue of Niger issue don't become the center point for their own table, their own all and all agenda. The one when it be say if they before Nigerians, when it be say they tell us say if they enter within the space of 3 months or 4 months, or as the case may be, say they will turn things around, we never see anyone when it be say it don't happen. Rather, they don't turn things from bad to worse. I'm a Bola Tinibu. For the few times when it be say una get, why it be say una no one wake up? Why una no one wake up? And now, this message will be say with the read now, you know they come from any opposition party. No, now one of una. The one when it be say he tender his own resignation letter from your own party. Now it be this very one. He never even reach how many months when it be say this man tender his own resignation letter as the vice national chairman of APC. Now if they come outside, they speak right now. They address the issue at hand. Now una abandon all these things. Una say na Niger na it be una problem. Una they use our small resources when it be say you know even fair day before. They sponsor the delegates when it be say una they send go Niger. Before we know what they happen now, una were announced to us say una buy the bulletproof car for them to journey to Niger. Nothing when it be say you know they come out from our own mouths. I'm a Bola Tinibu. In case una lost una direction, will they bring this information back to una again? Now Nigerians na una they manage. Niger na secondary assignment. Na leftover idea. Na it's supposed to go to Niger. You never solve the issue when be say it did for your own hand. You carry the one when be say it did for outside. Become your own center view. It no will work. It no will work. I'm a Bola Tinibu. All right. We'll leave you to watch this other video when we say they receive from this Ghanaian political analyst. When we say he come outside to send a strong message ahead to Nana Akufo-Addo when he be the president of Ghana. Say make it not try to say he want follow Bola Tinubu. They run all this kitty kata kata for Niger issue. Say all this waka when we say the waka so all of them are wasted effort according to your own personal view. All right, I want to make una listen to this man. I'll come back for more.
If I say Ghana for Yemko, Yemfa, Niger for Yemfa.
I say Ecowas force. Ghana ka Ecowas.
Me catch Nana Akufo-Addo. Ene obi a wo Ghana bia Yema ya no minimum say sa useless exercise no momfa yen nuanom ene ye wo fanom life enkoto sa achacha no. Yemfa Ghana soja ni bia anko.
Yeah, Ecowas member state.
Ghana soja ni bia a completely useless exercise.
Hey, chairman.
Omo pa omo ne nko kasa. Niema ekoso a pimpen so ansa na ku no ba no. Na Ecowas ni wo mu ni Ghana, wo mu ni West Africa. Aden, say civilian who can subvert the will of the people. Unye coup d'etat.
Yes.
The fact is, election they do buy no. It doesn't mean anything. Who can subvert the will of the people? Why a coup d'etat? And this one you convert to a coup d'etat. There's no difference between you. Aden, they say, unim nipa o ma ko trans say, yeah, the intervention force.
Yes, an ECOWAS intervention force.
Alassane Ouattara.
Or a member of ECOWAS. Cote d'Ivoire.
Why bang of us through Alassane Ouattara tema Francis Soja for be pamo Gbagbo,
yes.
I did not tra kunyaso. Constitution no man hon kwan say obi a wadi more than 70 years as a sort to abanubi. What's a change I am man of special dispensation no to be. Na okoba kwa.
Onjinebi. Na ojina ba kwa onjinebi.
Onjinebi. Oko jina be president no wa ko 3 times. I change the constitution no that so then could determine a change or no right to say or no koko jina Niger e kan share Niger for say and say mamon say some by.
Are you by this statement endorsing the coup in Niger?
No, I'm saying say if you know what is happening there, you will not condemn them in their circumstances. And Ecowas for APC stop Pukua. any intervention omo ye no womo bohu they are going to try to take action to protect themselves obia sro se wawe ya wan stop ku no ebi besi ni krom enu nti na omo konye the interest of Ecowas citizens na ompese omo ko siki Tinibu no ono okono asemo da ni krom se oni ma asemo da o
Ecowas chairman, what would he do?
They are protecting themselves.
All right, my great and wonderful people, I believe say una don't hear that very one. As they always they talk say this Bola Tinibu and all these ECOWAS heads of states say they're not they fight for any African people. Now their own interests and now in that they try to protect. Bola Tinibu when they say una they see say they do gree up and down so. The reason why they say this man they make all these moves now because of say they don't already announce him as the ECOWAS chairman. So he must shake body. Now his own body now they shake to protect his own integrity, not be for the benefit of anybody. All right, just as you rightly hear from the mouth of this very man and equally send a message across to Nana Akufo-Addo, say may they not try themselves to see they want use the resources of Ghanaians for this kind of Kurukere movements. All right, we'll leave you to share your own opinion with us concerning that one for the comment section, even as we take you down to this other video. And this video and the video when ABC will they receive from this man all the way from South Africa when ABC in name now Julius Malema. This man equally come outside to speak concerning this very issue when ABC it did for ground for this Mali, this Burkina Faso, this Niger, and so many other Africa countries when ABC they wake up this very moment to take their own leadership by fire, by force from the hand of this so-called democratically elected president. All right, hear from this very man. I'll come back for more.
The Western countries cannot live without African continent, using our fellow African brothers to destroy ourselves. We want peace in Mali and welcome the dropping of French as an official language in Mali. That is one progressive movement. Doesn't mean French cannot be spoken, but to say we have conquered the imperialists and colonizers and continue to have their languages as official languages is self-imprisonment. We call for peace in the land of Thomas Sankara of Burkina Faso, who paid the price of his own blood by the coup orchestrated by the Western. We call for peace in Sudan and reconciliation of the Sudanese people, who are tired to see the silence of the international community towards the continuous bloodshed in the eastern DRC. The Western countries supporting some neighboring countries in DRC to destabilize the eastern DRC. We shouldn't find it exciting that African countries can fight amongst themselves with ease, especially fighting around territorial expansions. Africa is one country, it's not even a continent. These borders we see and we experience here in our continent were imposed on us by the imperialists. No African brother should derive pleasure out of killing other African people. We say this because we are advocating for one Africa with one currency, with one legislature, with one military and one president. Because we believe that these small pockets of countries are the ones that make international communities undermine Africa. Just imagine one president of Russia or America calling all the presidents of all countries to their countries to be addressed by one president. We see that as belittling and undermining our continent. We believe that if we have one currency based on our mineral and natural resources, it will be one such a strong currency, and it will place Africa firmly on the international table. Here in South Africa, you must be rest assured that next year we're going to elections and we're going to take power. And there is no coalition that is going to be formed because the EFF is going to be a government alone. We require no one to come and be part of us because the ANC is corrupt to the core and cannot be salvaged. DA is racist to the core and cannot be helped. And the rest of other political formations are formed by multinational companies to protect their interests in this country. It is the Oppenheimers, the Ruperts, who put their money behind certain black faces to create an impression that there is an emerging alternative and sponsor those non-existing political parties with millions of money so that they can continue their control of South Africa.
All right, my great and wonderful people. I believe you don't hear everything from the mouth of this man, Julius Malema. People like this, they not will ever allow them to come to the surface of power. They not will ever allow. They will use even the same black people to fight people like this to the end. Just like Bobby Wine, when I see what they happen to that very man up to today. People when they know say it will be tongues for their own flesh, they no will ever allow them. They no will come outside physically. Now ourselves, we Africans, now in the city use, they pump money for their pocket to fight people like this. They will pump up the bad heads to fight people like this to the end. All right, now the question when basically they ask ourselves, how long will continue to destroy our heroes? They allowed the crooked one to take their position to lead us to doom. These one are questions when basically we're supposed to ask ourselves, and also they use our own tongues. They count our teeth by ourselves to provide answers to ourselves. All right, now so talk on concerning this matter. I will leave you to share your own opinion with us in the comment section, even as we draw the line of this very broadcast here. We'll see you again when we see you. Remember, we love you all. Bye-bye.